Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Phenomenal Wrestling Podcast for the first time since we went down under in Australia. And new predictions champion finally. I am Zell, and there was also the gaming title on the line. So, I am once again a first ever for this podcast and a dual champion. And oh my god, I did not think, I was shitting bricks the entire show. Because if that last match went the other way, we would have tied. Sinister is not here because he's sleeping and refuses to wake up. And that's fine. His loss. I am here.
We tried everything, didn't we, mate?
I am here.
I hike my life.
I'm here with Mr. Arcadia. So, how you doing today, sir?
Fine.
You're gonna speak in as short a sentences as possible, aren't you, Squidward?
I'm gonna try.
What about when you have to review NXT in 205?
Haven't thought that far.
Oh, is this what it was like when I was broken?
I thought it was funnier.
Okay, so I'm gonna review Raw. What's wrong, mate?
Go.
Got some wrong with your tongue there, mate.
I do.
What's wrong? You wanna cry, mate? You a sad clown?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of sad crown, you a sad clown, mate. So, Monday Night Raw. Sounds like something you leave in the Outback, eh?
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw opened up Triple H and Shawn Michaels in the ring. Which they did note that Triple H had not beat The Undertaker in a singles match in 16 years.
Jesus.
What?
Jesus. Kangaroo.
Speak up, son. I can't hear you. Say it loud and say it proud. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Fight, fight, fight. They open up, and they basically run down what happened in the last time ever, and they talked about respect, which was very funny, hearing DX talk about respect. It was funny hearing Triple H talk about respect. If this was Shawn Michaels back in 1998, yeah, okay, it'd be hilarious. But now it's like, alright, Shawn, you actually do have some respect.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, Shawn Michaels said, for 8.5 years, I stayed retired out of respect. After Saturday, that respect is gone. And Hunter called me and he heard 3 words that I never thought I'd hear again, which these are actually very common words. Hunter goes to Mike and says, "Are you ready?" And he asks again, like the crowd always does. And he says, he has a question for Undertaker and Kane. "Crown Jewel, are you ready?" And Michael says, D-Generation X is ready. And if they're not down with that, and he means this with no respect whatsoever, they have 2 words for them. You're not going to finish my sentence just because you're Australian?
Mm-hmm. Fuck off. What's that?
That was the opening segment.
Oh.
Confirmed, DX versus the Brothers of Destruction at Crown Jewel, if Crown Jewel happens. We then have an announcement of the Shield.
Why might it not happen?
Well, you were just watching a video about it, so you tell me.
They don't know.
Go on, tell me. Tell them.
That'll be for another video,
What other video?
mate.
This is the only video we have this week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. We have to have our Iron Man match.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. We're not going to talk about it there.
I might. Not. that into murder.
Why do you sound like Austin Powers?
Trying here.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a great couple episodes.
I'm disrespecting a lot of people.
No, it's alright. The Iconic said it was okay.
No, it's not.
We have 2 rematches from Super Showdown on the show. The Shield versus the Dogs of War, and Ronda and the Bella Twins against the Riot Squad. Trish Stratus is also... Trish Stratus is also on the show. Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens is up next in a rematch of last week. Lashley made his entrance, of course, with the man of the hour, the 23-year-old piece of gold, Lio Rush. And they talk about tickets are actually on sale for the Royal Rumble. And they're going to be in Phoenix. You want to go to Phoenix?
Too hot.
You're from Australia. It can't be
Not
that
from that godforsaken country.
Wow! You have a vendetta, huh?
Yes.
Just because you have to be Australian for a couple weeks?
Yes.
I had to be broken for a long time, actually.
I feel broken is much simpler.
And why is that?
This shit is hard.
Oh boy, so Bobby and KO have a match. Let's see. Lashley shoving Owens. Lio Rush cutting a promo all throughout the entire match. Very heelish promo, actually. So, we get to the end where, Lashley ends up,
Hurting my bay.
Yeah, your bay, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your man bay?
Mm-hmm. For Raw.
Well, Lashley ends up winning with a Dominator. Match went about 13 minutes, but everything came after the match because KO's knee was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby attacked both knees rather viciously, and it's now reported that KO is out for 4 to 8 months.
Travesty.
Bobby Lashley is now a heel, and maybe KO will come back as a face unless he does Seth Rollins. So they mentioned qualifying matches for the World Cup at Crown Jewel, and a video package about John Cena and how he doesn't have to qualify because he is a 16-time WWE World Championship holder. Next up we hear
Bullshit.
JoJo, if you would please.
JoJo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Oh.
Elias cuts his, they say up next is Elias. Whoops, a little premature. Because we get a backstage interview with Finn Balor and Bayley about how they're going to be facing Jinder and Alicia again after beating them in the Mixed Match Challenge. Mm-hmm. They get interrupted by Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley, and they're saying, why are you interviewing them? They're not doing anything. Do you see what I just did to Kevin Owens? And he says, now that's too sweet. So I think we might get a Balor-Lashley feud coming up.
What the hell is Raw doing?
Sorry, what?
Honestly.
Then we have Elias. Cookie Cutter Elias promo.
Tries to insult the fans by saying that they don't have any basketball team.
It still upsets me. He talked about John Cena's hair. He complained about Australia and said that he didn't think things could get worse. And then he was in Chicago.
He got that right.
He got more heat than when he noted the Cubs wouldn't win the World Series.
Nothing worse than Australia.
You're just very upset. And then guess what? He was interrupted by Ronda Rousey. And guess what? It led to nothing. Ronda Rousey was just making her entrance for a tag match.
Wow.
Yep.
Whatever, I guess.
They ended up fighting the Riot Squad, Ronda and the Bella Twins. Not much different happened. The only difference is Ruby tapped out tonight. there was a spot in the end where Ronda was getting ready to lock the armbar because she takes her time when she locks that thing in.
Sure does.
Liv Morgan went to run into the ring, but Nikki cut her off. Sarah Logan got in the ring and went to run over and was supposed to be tripped by Brie Bella, but Brie didn't even reach to grab, and Sarah Logan on instinct tripped on her own.
Wow.
And then Brie pulled her out of the ring. And then Ruby tapped. They celebrated, and the Bellas turned on Ronda, beating her ass. And that was that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Yeah. We then got Balor and Bayley versus Jinder and Alicia. Do we really need to talk about what happened?
Nope. Next.
We then got the trio of the Dogs of War. There was a slip-up. They said there was a slip-up in Australia. And Ziggler told Strowman he needs to be the monster that he is. And he hyped up McIntyre. McIntyre said that Ziggler got pinned at Super Showdown while telling Ziggler he was worried about pulling his own weight. Strowman said he's heard enough of them bickering. Strowman said they need to watch his back so that he can win the Universal title because that's what's best. So there's some crack showing up there. Baron Corbin. A lot of mess ups today.
It'd be a good tag team match. Tag team name.
Baron Strowman.
Baron Strowman. Fierce, the Baron Strowman.
Baron Corbin was walking backstage. Heath Slater walked up to him and said he wanted to be a part of the Battle Royal, that the winner will enter the Crown Jewel tournament. And Baron Corbin said no, because he's not any good. We got a replay of D-Generation X. So in this Battle Royal, we got a bunch of gimmick wrestlers.
Off, apparently, from Mexico.
Yep. We had Chefs, the Conquistador.
The guy doing this.
Yep. The Conquistador. And that was the only important person in this Battle Royal. Because Corbin is dropping everyone like flies.
He did look very familiar.
The Conquistador was outside of the ring. Majority of the time, just like, shh. So in the end, the Conquistador came back. Corbin went to attack him. The Conquistador hit a triple German suplex. And everybody's like, oh. And then he hit an angle slam.
And everyone's like, yay!
He tossed him out, took off the mask, and it's Kurt Angle. This match... This match is not going to be used for young talent. It's clearly going to be used for veterans.
Yeah. It seems like Legends only.
Legends only, mate. Sadly. Sadly.
Sad crown.
We'll find out about the sad crown next week.
Oh, yeah.
We all know how that's going, though.
Where the man of many faces returns.
We then got Ember Moon versus Nia Jax, and this match was nothing. Ember Moon, they commented a lot that Ember Moon and Nia Jax are good friends. Nia Jax went to ram into Ember Moon while she was leaning on the LED board, and Nia rammed her face into it. Ember beat the 10 count, Nia lost by a count out. Nia rose Ember's hand in the ring.
It's plain and simple of what you think is going to happen, right?
Heel turn!
By Nia.
Ember deserves better.
She's like the Big Show. When it comes to... Serious.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Poor Nia.
Sorry, just love her like you love Sarah. Sarah?
I like Nia a little bit more.
Just a little bit? You think Rhea Ripley would be impressed with your Australian?
No.
Maybe she'll pity you. She'll give you private sessions.
I need to use the Donny. Lord Goyle.
Take her out to the Outback.
Put some shrimp on that Bobby.
Thought you had to put the shrimp in the Bobby.
Oh, not with Rhea.
She puts the shrimp in you. Dear Lord.
Because she got a big old penis.
We then get to, and everyone else is a hoe because of this Trish Stratus.
The foik. I don't know if that's how I would say that. Foik.
So, who on Raw is not a hoe?
Oh, yeah. That's fine. NXT UK.
Sorry, but Rhea Ripley's gonna be there when it comes to Evolution, and I'm sorry, Rhea's gonna be a hoe.
The fuck?
Bro,
oink.
I'm gonna look at Peyton on that Sunday, and I'm like,
Wait until you see ass. Mike.
Rhea Ripley? I've been watching the Mae Young Classic.
No. New outfit.
Oh, she has a new outfit? Did she wear booty shorts?
Too much ass. It's a PG show.
It's a PG show. It's on the network. They don't care. Trish came out.
Fantastic if they said TV 14.
Trish came out to hype up the Evolution match with Alexa Bliss. She talked about Alexa's moment of bliss. She called it a moment of BS. And she wanted to enlighten that this Little Miss Brat will have a moment of stratisfaction. Alexa makes her entrance with Mickie James. Mm-hmm. And she talks about how she looked up to Trish and this and that. And we also actually need to point out how Alexa Bliss is very bad at math. I don't know if you guys went over all of that last week. Because when she was 7, Trish was still a manager. And somebody actually tweeted that at Alexa, and she replied...
Oh, no. Eric left that one out.
Of course.
It's Eric.
She tweeted back with somebody saying, like, doing the math. Alexa was like, never said I was good at math. It was great. But, long story short, Mickie says, you know what? Instead of having a match with Alexa, why don't we have a tag match? Mm-hmm. Me and Alexa against you and a partner of your choosing. Mm-hmm. And who else would Trish choose? Because rather quickly she was like, who could I pick as a partner? I wonder. How about... And then Lita's music hits. They clear the ring. It's going to be Trish and Lita versus Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. Very interesting fact about that. That was the planned match all along. It was the tag match.
I thought it was 2 separate matches.
No, now it's one match.
Oh.
And that was the planned match all along. They thought announcing Alexa and Trish would have been enough of a marquee match. Mm-hmm. Because they couldn't announce Ronda versus Nikki Bella yet. Now that they've officially announced that, they're like, tag match. Which is why they announced Mickie and Lita. Because that way it's not false advertising.
Did you... Their fucking tag team name, Mike. Did you hear it?
I did. I don't remember what it was, though.
Besties, best for business.
They were best for business back in the day. For women wrestling, they were best for business. Mm-hmm. Now we'll see.
Not arguing, but besties, best.
Besties, best for business. Now we'll see how that goes. See if they're still best for business. I mean, this does make that prediction a lot easier. Mm. But then we have coming up. I think so. For me, it does.
You don't think Bliss 1, 2, 3 on Lita?
I'm not gonna tell you what I think.
It's possible.
It's possible. There's a lot of possibilities in that match, but I know what I think, and I'm sticking to it.
You're a scared clown.
No. Are you an Australian crowd?
Very short reign.
Won't be as short as Eric's. Then we got the getting ready for their tag matches. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable ready to face the Ascension. Connor
9th time now
has beaten Bobby Roode and Chad Gable in singles competition. So in this tag match, they lose.
Connor,
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable win.
Connor or Victor?
They pinned... you gotta look at this one.
A bunch of fuck.
think they pinned Victor.
No, makes sense.
But Chad Gable did tag himself in, and Bobby Roode was not happy about that.
Oh boy.
But post-match, AOP came down and destroyed everyone.
Yeah. Don't know what they're doing with this.
Now they officially announced that Ronda Rousey would defend the title against Nikki Bella at Evolution.
La-di-da.
Brie is in her corner, so Brie won't be wrestling.
It's just too stupid.
We then get a hype for our 2 world title matches at Crown Jewel, potentially. AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan, and Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Paul Heyman showed up on the ramp to let us know that Brock Lesnar, he's here for the very same reason that they are, to see a fight. Basic greatness Paul Heyman promo. Heyman called Lesnar the hardest working champion in the WWE.
As long as it's 7 figures, Mike.
As long as it's 7 figures. So then we have the Shield make their entrance for the Shield versus the Dogs of War. Same thing that happened in Australia, basically, except McIntyre got the win over Dean. How that match broke down was Braun got mad at Ziggler, and Braun started screaming at Ziggler, like, you need to carry a weight, I'm sick of you. What do you even do? Mm-hmm. And then Drew got in Braun's face, like, hey, you need to leave him the fuck alone. So they had a face-to-face, like, they were about to scrap. The Shield come back. They start attacking. Dolph got in for the distraction, and then Dean got hit with the Claymore, 1, 2, 3. Dogs of War win.
Yep.
Dogs of War leave. Roman and Seth are still in the ring, and Dean just storms off.
Yep.
There's a post-match interview on WWE.com, and Dean's like, maybe I don't have a place in the Shield anymore. Maybe I don't have a place anywhere anymore. And he just continues to walk out of the parking lot. And that is the end of Raw. What you think, mate?
A C. Solid C.
Solid Rio Rip C.
How dare you. It was alright. Nothing too special.
Agreed.
Dean, interested in that.
Much agreed.
That's it. That's about it.
I can give it a C too. We then move on.
That was probably the fastest I've ever done that.
Yeah, you know. Bullet points.
Better. A lot better.
Is better.
Yes.
No, it's much better.
Much better.
You know, you saw Superman show?
Oh yeah. Holy crap.
Is better.
Much better.
Yeah. I wish that video store was the guy who rips his fucking arm off because how will you be paying me? Pay you? Yeah. Just rips his arm off, throws it on the table.
Oh my bet the best part was
Good. My cousin tagged me in the Totally Kyle video. It's like, this one time I saw this spider and I was all, ah, spider. And the spider was all, ah, Kyle.
And the narrator would be like, that was totally Kyle.
Totally. Oh my god, that specific clip, it's so funny. Because even he can't keep a straight face. Because at one point he was like, so the spider's all, ah, Kyle. And he starts laughing. And it's just, it's so funny. Gotta love it. When comedy's too good that the comedian can't keep a straight face.
Uh-huh.
We now move on to the Land of Opportunity and SmackDown Live. I actually really enjoyed the SmackDown. It set up a lot, I feel like, and it had good matches on the show. Particularly the opener.
Honestly, I don't remember at all. At all.
Did you watch SmackDown?
Nope. Probably why.
Well, the show opened with a graphic, and then Oh yeah, that's right. I was watching SmackDown while you guys were doing.
That's why.
Yep.
Yep.
So it opened up, and right as soon as like the WWE logo fades out, the women's title is being held up in the ring. We are starting with our women's title match, where if Becky gets disqualified, she loses her title.
Remember that?
They put on about a 20-25 minute match.
Damn.
This was like almost pay-per-view caliber match.
This was like NXT level.
Yeah.
That's good.
The match came to an end when Becky went to leave with her title.
Love matches that long.
But Charlotte was like, nope. So they fought back in the ring, they went outside, and both women were so incensed with hurting each other that they both got counted out.
Okay.
While Becky was leaving, Charlotte speared her through the middle of the Titantron LED.
Yep.
Charlotte really cut up her arm bad. Like, her arm was fucked up. Like, there was just blood pouring down it.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like the top of her arm or her wrist, but I was like, ooh, she gonna need some help.
Some milk.
She needs some milk. But it was a really good match. Jeff Hardy is shown finishing his face paint because he's fighting Samoa Joe next for a spot in the Crown Jewel. Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe selling the knee from Super Showdown because apparently that knee really got worked, which it did.
Yep.
The match came to an end when Joe physically couldn't stand up and the ref just decided to stop the match. It was a good match from a story standpoint because now it's like, where does Joe go with his knee? And Jeff Hardy moves on in the Legends Cup.
Is that what we're calling it now?
I mean, what else is it? You have Kurt Angle, John Cena, Jeff Hardy, fourth name to be introduced at the end of this show.
Yep.
Legends Cup. Because who's in that qualifying match? Randy Orton and The Big Show.
Yeah.
So then, after that, we actually are getting video packages for these superstars on SmackDown for the World Cup competitors. Jeff had a good one, Joe had a good one. They played one for Randy, and then they played one for Big Show later. So then, we get The Miz hosting Miz TV with his special guests, Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. Before the segment kicked off, Paige made the announcement that Charlotte and Becky are going to fight again at Evolution in the first ever last woman standing match, which is false. They did it in NXT. Asuka and Nikki Cross.
Oh. Good
Yep.
job, mate.
Because I remembered that ladder spot that they did, and I was like, wasn't that a last man standing match?
Did you check to make sure?
I am 99.9% sure. I'll check it right now, just to
I'll check.
confirm it, but it's 99.9% sure Asuka versus Nikki Cross, last woman standing match. Last person standing match.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry guys, NXT doesn't count. So we get back to the ring. The Miz says that he told Paige he would be professional in this interview. And he brings down AJ Styles. But when he introduces Daniel Bryan, he's like, and Daniel Bryan. So, of course, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, you know what you're going to get with these two when it comes to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
The Miz tries to stir the pot, obviously. Bryan says that he wants to actually beat a worthy opponent, which is why he's glad that Styles felt that he's... well, AJ didn't say he was better than everybody else, but The Miz, once again, stirred the pot.
Mm-hmm.
And The Miz says he's glad that Styles would think that, because he wants to beat a worthy opponent. And The Miz is like, what do you mean glad? Like, what? He starts to argue with The Miz. Daniel Bryan calls The Miz a 2-minute man. He's like, oh, if you want to talk about our match from Crown Jewel, we can. It won't take long.
Ouch.
AJ and Brian get into it, and Brian saying that, I've always said, fight for your dreams, and I've been fighting for my dream, but I never said what my dream was. My dream was not to reunite Team Hell No. My dream was not to have matches with people that I shouldn't have. Big Cass. And my dream was not to fight this jerk, he says, pointing to The Miz. He said, my dream is one thing and one thing only, to be the WWE World Champion. They got face to face, and The Miz, he stood up, picked up his chair, backed up a few feet, and then sat back down. Miz is great. Styles then asked Daniel Bryan, how good does it feel to punch Miz in the face? Bryan talks about how great it feels to punch the 2-Minute Man, and The Miz just freaks. He goes off on a tangent and he ends with, hey, when you finish beating Daniel Bryan, I got dibs on next. So maybe we'll get The Miz versus AJ at a...
Doubt it.
Thanks. But The Miz says that he's lined up an opponent for AJ, the man who beat DB last week, Shelton Benjamin. Sorry, what?
What? I can do impressions.
I didn't hear any Shelton Benjamin with no Australian on it. Well, listen, Mike, you got Shelton Benjamin.
Benjamin.
It's fucking weird.
Benjamin.
So AJ Styles versus Shelton Benjamin. These two put on a pretty good match. Match comes to an end with Styles at the Phenomenal Forearm after about 9 minutes. Mm-hmm. Benjamin got plenty of offense. Benjamin's looking good, as he should look good, and he should at least be in the U.S. title picture. But Shinsuke's doing nothing.
Yeah.
Shinsuke has not had an opponent since he won the title. Think about that.
Yeah. How long has it been?
He won it at what, SummerSlam? No, before
No.
SummerSlam.
No, it's SummerSlam. Was it not?
No, because he won it at Extreme Rules, I thought. Was it? What was the pay-per-view before SummerSlam? Was it Extreme Rules? Because, no... I thought... No... God. What are we doing with our lives? And we're supposed to be here reporting results to you. Research.
July 15, 2018.
So it was Extreme Rules. Okay. So, that out of the way. Up next, we get the video package for the Big Show, and then we have the reveal, the full reveal of One Night in Milwaukee. Aiden comes out, and Aiden sets everything up, and he says, so he finishes playing the video, and Lana says, I want you to know how much you mean to Rusev, and she thanks him for everything he's done for Rusev. And Aiden just, he says, you guys mean the world to me. I'll do anything for you. And he steps closer to Lana. He puts the hand on the shoulder, like how creepy guys do in the video cuts. So then he calls Rusev out. Rusev comes out, and Aiden says, now I don't want to show the rest. I'm entertaining 6-figure deals for this video. And I'll burn it on one condition. You kick her to the curb, and we become a team again. She's gone. And Rusev's looking at him like, that's my fucking wife. Mm-hmm. What do you mean? So Lana then says she's going to play the rest of the video on her own accord. And Aiden's like, yeah, how are you going to do that? And she says, you've been hacked. Russian hacker joke. Clever, WWE. Clever. So they play the rest of the video, and it's Lana telling Aiden, like, whoa, I think you misunderstood. Like, I don't, no. And she just shoots him down. And Aiden just says, yeah, well, you know what? Alright, it happened. Yeah, so what? I'm exposed. No big deal. But Lana, when you get tired of those Rusev days, why don't you come to me for an Aiden night? And I was like, oh my god, this is great. I love drama. And then Rusev ran in the ring. He kind of got his hands on Aiden, but Aiden still managed to get away.
Yeah.
This is going to lead to a match, and we know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
We then got a video airing about Rey Mysterio, who's going to appear on SmackDown 1000 next week. Not only is he going to appear, he's going to be facing Shinsuke Nakamura in a Crown Jewel qualifying match.
You know what we get to hear at Crown Jewel?
If it happens.
You know what we get to hear? Mow, 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 mow. The return!
The return of the angriest cat to ever have catted. So we then get our main event. The Big Show made his entrance, and you know what he was billed at weighing? 383 pounds. Like, good for him. Great for the Big Show. And he's in his mid-40s.
I remember when Big Show was
Was what?
500 pounds. Or, I don't know what that is in kilos.
He weighed a lot, mate.
99 kilos.
Taking guesses here. Randy Orton made his entrance.
Let's see how close I got. What do you think in kilos?
I don't even know the conversion rate.
Just guess. I said 99.
I'm gonna go 130.
99 kilos in pounds is 218. You said 130.
130 kilos.
130 kilos in pounds. 286.
Goddamn. They put on a match like you'd expect from the Big Show and Randy Orton. Decent match.
Oh.
Decent match. It was more to the value of seeing Big Show back in a ring, I would say. Randy finally hit an RKO also. That's noteworthy because Randy won the match. But Orton had to pull out all the stops to try to cut down the Giant. He hit his draping DDT with Big Show over the top rope.
Damn.
Yeah. The match came to the end when Big Show set up for the KO punch. Orton said no.
No.
Show grabbed Randy Orton by the head, pulling him up. Randy poked his eye. The ref missed it. Randy was outside the ring. He slid into the ring with a running start, and as soon as he got up to his feet, jumped up and hit Show with the RKO. It looked pretty cool. And Randy qualifies for Crown Jewel. I mean the Legends Tournament. Legends Cup and Crown Jewel.
Legends Cup.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed the SmackDown. It was a good balance of wrestling, storytelling, and promos. So I'm gonna give it a B+, a high B+.
Let's say solid B.
What? What'd you say?
A solid B. A solid B. Because Australia, they don't say last letter. Last letter. O sentence. I thought the main event could have been a little bit better.
It could have been. For sure. But for what it was, I was like, you know what? This isn't bad. Now, sir, tell me about 205 Live. Now it's all you talking.
Are we really doing 205?
Yeah, you watched it. Don't be an Eric. I heard him complaining. At least talk about who won.
Honest, 205 has...
Just say who won.
The first thing was Buddy Murphy coming out and say... No, he didn't come out. It was a package. How he won against Cedric.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Aussie. And
Fight. Aussie.
And then the first official match was... ended in no contest, because... yours truly, Mike and Maria.
Here's to the greatest. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
And then the main event was...
What?
I don't know. Cedric and Tony Nese? I don't know how to say that.
Main event was Cedric and Tony Nese, mate.
Tony Nese? Might. Yeah, if I don't know how to say a word,
Just
mate, I'll just
get the
add
mate. The mate helps.
The mate helps a lot. Tony Nese went over clean mate. And that was 205 Live in a nutshell.
Thinking Cedric's gonna turn heel, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
130%. Alright. NXT, which you got to watch, right?
Yes.
Great. So, me.
Alright, Aiden.
The North American Championship will be on the line tonight. But the very first part was Nikki knows what Ciampa and Dream did. So, apparently, it wasn't just one man. It was two.
Apparently, a lot of shit happens that Nikki Cross knows about.
I personally believe that it could have been three men, and the third man being Johnny Gargano.
I don't think Nikki's in particular saying they all did it, but they all did something.
Mm-hmm. So that was literally excuse me, too much donut. That was literally the first part. I just wish I had some Vegemite on the donut. Nikki comes out to Ciampa and Dream because they were having a little bit of a spew, if you will, with each other, saying which one was the better man.
Well, you have to remember that the title said not Ciampa. The title said that it doesn't think Velveteen Dream is tough enough.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But as soon as he said that, that's when Nikki Cross made her entrance, and Nikki started a chant of that she knows the secret, and Tommaso went to pick up his mic, and Nikki kicked it out of the way and started laughing.
Well, the first thing she did was slap it out of his hand flat out.
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream was like, I'm not dealing with this, because she kept playing with his tassels, and he was just like, no, like, get off me.
Yeah. But it's pretty good. I like where they're going. I love that Nikki is not being part of the women's division. She's more of a main eventer now, because of the secret that she knows.
Well, she'll be back there next week.
Yeah. But the first official match, and I love Keith Lee even more, was Keith Lee versus the bullshit Kona Reeves. And Keith Lee won in 3 minutes.
Yep.
Cool point for Keith
Your boy,
Lee.
the finest.
No, not my boy.
Your boy.
One cool point.
You love him like you love Vegemite.
Keith Lee, combination of speed, power, and personality. Crowd is really getting into him, and the way Lee carries himself and interacts with the audience makes him very likable. One cool point for Reeves, there is none.
He's
Moving
the finest.
A promo package is filmed, interviewed with Shayna Baszler. I don't know. It's shown
I feel like
promoting
an Australian would say Basler.
the upcoming rematch against NXT Women's Champion Kairi Sane, WWE Evolution. I hope it's successful, because they've been promoting this.
And the women work their ass off.
Yeah.
They deserve for it to be successful.
Keep going. All right. That doesn't matter. Hold on. So, we go to NXT General Manager William Regal. He asked about what happens in the ring tonight between Ciampa and Dream. He won't reveal his list of suspects, but he finds it interesting that Nikki Cross keeps saying she knows something. On his way out, Cassius Ohno stops Regal. He told Regal to let him know when his shiny new toy is going to show his face again. Where is he? Ohno asks maybe he's the one who attacked Block. Regal enters his office without answering. Cross enters the picture and laughs at Ohno, saying she knows what you did.
A lot of people did some shit.
Maybe everyone just attacked Alistair because they were so pissed off with him. Promo package hyping up for next week's Tag Team Championship match between the Undisputed Era and the War Riders is shown. The final segment of the night, Ricochet versus Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole.
Baby.
NXT North American Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever I can say now isn't worth. Like, you shouldn't even listen to me. You should go watch the match. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So there were some cool points in this match. Pretty much how it ended, the very last part of it, was that Dunne nails Cole with the bitter end. Goes for the cover. As he's pinning Cole, Ricochet leaps, 450 splash, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
It was an 18-minute match. Fantastic. 18 minutes. So NXT delivered some amazing TV main event action this year. Count this match against the cream of the crop. Each wrestler played to their strengths, made the most of their opportunities, and for the most part, fought independently to win. There was very little teaming up, aside from the Dunn and Ricochet on Cole at the very beginning, which is common. 2 cool points for Adam Cole, opportunistic offense. 2 cool points for Pete Dunne's digit manipulation, which is probably as iconic as his step up in Zaguri at this point. 3 cool points for Ricochet's impressive ability to fly and flip and land on both feet with ease. All of his springboard moves were great, but the single leg crab on both guys was very cool. NXT must be so proud to call him champion right now. The NA title is a better fit for him than the championship, simply because he can focus on his craft in the ring and let that speak for him. The NXT championship picture, on the other hand, is deep into a character arc right now. That's got Ciampa and Dream jawing at one another, with many suspects hovering on the outskirts, as we await Aleister Black's return from injury. Ladies and gentlemen, that was NXT in a nutshell.
We know a secret.
We know apparently there was like 37 secrets.
I mean, everyone has secrets. I have secrets.
I have a lot of secrets.
Yeah, see?
But I also have a spoiler. Spoiler. I will become your new gaming champion.
That's your whole spoiler?
Yeah. I'm not gonna go after that just yet. I'm like Ricochet. I don't need that. I can hover my craft in video game.
Well, I'm glad that that's your whole spoiler because you never said when. Of course you'll be a gaming champion again one day. Just won't be today.
Why you say that?
Because you're not going to win today.
I may not want the Iron Man match.
The match I
could be like, let's both do the $1 million challenge. Whoever gets further is the gaming champion.
Whoever gets further.
Mr. I cannot beat Bobby Roode because he kicks out. From 5
One
Styles
time.
clashes.
One fucking time.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I until it happened. Like, fucking Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to make this nice and short for you so that you can actually watch it in one go. 47 minutes is not bad.
I mean, if Luke and Ollie can review a show in about 4 minutes.
Exactly. Like, we should be doing what they're doing.
We shouldn't be going so long.
Yeah. I mean, people don't need to know every freaking week about what happens on Raw. Every little... Like, it's the same shit over and over again. But yeah.
Yeah, that was This Week in Wrestling.
It'll be going up very, 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 very shortly.
Like ASA fucking P.
Yeah, I'm gonna edit
because
it
we're
right
late
now.
today.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna edit right now and it's gonna go up.
Yeah, because we normally record on Thursdays, but it is now Friday, and we normally upload at 12, and it is 12:42.
Yeah, it'll be up by the latest 1:30.
Yeah.
Depends on how fast it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm good, man.
All right, man.
It was a great show. Can I just say like how happy I was to win this title? Like you don't know like how much I clutched and held this fucking title when I realized that I won. Like oh my god, it was fucking crazy. Like I was like I said, I was shitting myself all the way through.
I can't get a win. It's killing me inside. Killing me softly with his words.
Honestly, I say this a lot. I'd much rather like be on the bottom and just lose like terribly each time instead of coming so close and just losing by that much.
Yeah, I got you.
Because I feel like that hurts so much more. Mm. So I want to say like I feel you, but at the same time I feel you on a different level.
Yeah. Well, until evolution.
I'm not letting this thing go. I can't.
The women could fuck you over.
I have to prove
that you're not just a one-timer.
I have to prove, 1, that I'm not just a one-timer. 2, I am here to show the fucking world. 3,
you could be a placeholder.
I have to live up to my claim of being phenomenal. I have to live up. I can't talk all this shit and not back it up. I have to live up to it. This is why I let my
Very interested to hear your punishment. for Evolution. Considering we've gone with this theme, can imagine what the women it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it at? I'm pretty sure it's New York.
Yeah, I'm like, it's somewhere close.
I think it's in New York because Shelby was, she really wanted to
go. WWE Evolution. Yep, New York. Uniondale? Yeah, Uniondale, New York.
So, New York City. What is New York known for?
Assholes?
Christ.
Sorry, I already have a pretty good punishment in mind.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is it themed?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's not going to be a dress, no.
Thank God.
No. You do not have to wear a dress. I'm not that
Alright.
cruel.
Is it?
That is it.
No, you can't be that cruel because it can backfire on you.
I mean, like I said, like, if I'm not backing it up, what am I doing?
Yeah. We shall see.
I can eat my punishments like a man.
I've seen you eat your punishments like a man.
Any punishment I get, I will.
Your punishments like a man.
I'll take it. I'm not gonna try to renege out of it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this episode of the Phenomenal Wrestling Podcast. You have Australian Mr. Arcadia.
Oi!
You have
Aussie!
Fight! Aussie! Aussie! Yeah, you getting it. We're gonna get that down by the time this is over. You have Australian Mr. Arcadia, your predictions champion and your gaming champion, Zell here, and we will catch you all on the next episode of the Phenomenal Wrestling Podcast.
Bye!